happening?
We're live.
Week 19.
Week 19. Christmas week. It's Christmas week.
Oh, man, yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Oops.
Excuse me, that's me keeping track of what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Welcome again.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
Feeling a little bit disorganized. But
Yeah.
look, we're wearing matching t-shirts though.
We are. We got his and hers. Well, soon, Nicki's actually talking about cutting her t-shirt up. If you guys think that's a cool idea, write it in the comments.
Yeah. I think one of the big things here is we've got some really cool Bitcoin t-shirts coming out, but they're all male shaped. There's no female shaped t-shirts. So any designers out there, I think that's what you need to be doing, is actually making some really cool female style t-shirts.
Yeah. So if you're printing t-shirts, make sure you get some cuts, like so maybe
a fitted cut, V-neck fitted cut
Yep.
would be, female cut would be really good. Yeah.
I mean, these shirts are great. These are actually, so just to fill everybody in, these are actually my first Bitcoin shirts. So we've actually got my first Bitcoin on the back here. But I love this. This is a rip. Well, I shouldn't say that. This is an even better version of the I love New York, but of course it's I love El Salvador, and of course it's got the orange heart and the bee.
Yes.
So as soon as we saw these, we were like, where do we get them from? Ronnie, my first Bitcoin, he's designed them and he's printing them, and we bought them. And it also the profit goes towards supporting my first Bitcoin. So great Christmas present. They've got other designs as well. Ronnie's really creative. It's cool. Thank you.
Yep. And you might see a little bit of a change in our screen today too. We thought we'd just we've got some photos there that are just rolling over. They're just little snaps that we've taken over our week as well. We had a lot of insects this week.
Yeah.
You'll find out.
Sorry, the image quality is not like National Geographic, but we haven't had a chance to moderate it too heavily.
No, so that's good. All right. So I'll start. So welcome again. It is week 19. It's Christmas week. Or it was, okay, let me start that again. Week 19 last week. It's Christmas week this week. So just a few housekeeping. We do have, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you automatically go in the draw to win a 45-minute video chat with James and myself to talk about anything about our life here, Bitcoin. If you've got any questions, it's a chance to sort of do a one-on-one with us.
Yes.
So you go in the draw for that.
And just on that, we've got a great network of people here, families, retired people, just all sorts of people that we can put you in touch with if you've got questions about schooling or things like that, immigration. We know great people who help people move here.
Yeah, no, definitely. Also, we're still running our competition for Finca Cambo Bayo, the hotel, and it is up in Santiana. Now, what you need to do for that is you do need to subscribe to our newsletter, because you will get all the instructions in our newsletter regards to what the terms and conditions are. But we are also sharing a tweet and an Instagram that we would like you to retweet or reshare in your reels, and it's just the competition. It's just a bit of promo for Finca Cambo Bayo.
Very good.
So do that. Great 2 nights accommodation, coffee tour, a volcano hike, all you're included. This is massive. This is a big present, and it's valid for a year, which is awesome, and it doesn't include weekends though. Okay, so just remember that it will be a sort of like a Sunday to Thursday night trip. Yeah.
So if you're coming to visit El Salvador, also join our newsletter, but go in the draw, because you can take advantage of it over this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the last one is just a little bit, we did put a video out a couple of weeks ago in regards to non-residents being able to get mortgages now.
Yeah.
So another great thing to keep your eye out. Go and check our YouTube channel in regards to that. Gladys is amazing, and she has worked really hard to get these mortgages. So if you're looking at coming down, you don't want to spend Bitcoin at the moment because it's all a little bit low, but you have 20% deposit in cash, then this is an opportunity for you to be able to buy property here in El Salvador. Okay, and one great thing is there's actually Salvadorians who are living in America. A lot of the Salvadorians living in America are actually taking this up. So
which is awesome.
That's really great. So
you do Monday?
I'll do Monday. Mondays are really short. So pretty much Monday morning, I caught up with the couple of ladies here in where we're living, and we've got a great pavilion outside. So we go and do a 7:00 yoga session. So that was really good. Then it's pretty much a catch up on work. We've got lots of work meetings on a Monday. And we're fine tuning a lot of bits and pieces, and then of course we have our lives, so that's pretty much Monday for us last week.
Yeah, that's it. Tuesday last week, so we had a early morning interview with Gerson. I believe I pronounced that right, and we asked questions about the Bitcoin office. So this is a government initiative to make sure that the president is educated and informed on Bitcoin in general. Also what's happening around the world with other countries in Bitcoin, to also educate the world on Bitcoin and make sure that projects that are happening here are sticking to the Bitcoin ethos, basically, which is really awesome. Nicki's currently producing the interview right now, and that should be out at the end of this week.
By the end of this week it'll be out, definitely.
So keep an eye out for that. It was really interesting chat. He also shares a lot about his history and his Salvadoran ancestry.
Cool. No, it's really great.
So Nicki's been busy working on a new logo design, which you'll actually see popping up in.
There it is.
Yeah, popping up there. And that's, thank you, Nicki. Good job. She put in a lot of effort and time to make that happen for us, which is cool. And then we worked on updating our web pages. So we're working on a couple little projects. We've actually created a reading list, which we'll promote. It's on the website in the footer at the moment. But I'm also working on, we are working on a education series as well. So that's the web project we're working on. Yeah. And then we had an online meeting with Ibex Mercado to go through onboarding process for Lightning and accepting Bitcoin and Bitcoin Lightning payments on Shopify.
Yeah.
And that's actually a really big deal. Shopify's got all sorts of crypto plugins, which really confuse people. This is just a pure Bitcoin and Lightning plugin. If you're interested, send us a DM. We helped people last week, install it for free, and we will help you install it for free.
Yeah. And the great thing is, it's only like 20 minutes of your time, 30 minutes max of your time to get yourself up, loaded, and being able to have Bitcoin.
If you're proficient with your computer, we can get it done in like 10 minutes. But you may want to talk for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. That was a big day.
It was a big day. It's been a big week.
It's been a big week.
It's awesome.
Okay, Wednesday, yoga again. So it's every second morning I'm doing my yoga, which is great. We also ran out of fruit and veggies. So we did our weekly Mercado trip, which was great. We had our weekly pupusas, which was good.
Yep.
It was great. We did notice one of the shops that did accept Bitcoin has closed down. So the creperie, Eli's creperie, is closed down, which is a real shame. We're not quite sure why.
Disappointed.
Not
disappointed, but sad. You know, we thought he had really cool graffiti artwork on his box there, and it was good. It was a really good meal.
It was really great. We also tried to purchase a cell phone for our cleaner for a Christmas present. Wow, the rigmarole to do that. It was quite hard because they were wanting to KYC us. And
there was definitely a communication breakdown, thanks to lack of Spanish. But I think I've been reading up on it. You normally need a document to turn on your SIM, but we didn't want a SIM. We just wanted the straight phone. So
because she already has one.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure what's going on.
Yeah, so we'll be back there on Wednesday morning to try and get that sorted. So so that was that. We also went to my first Bitcoin. So back up our t-shirts.
Yeah.
So that was good, and you'll see a photo come up.
With Ronnie
in
our little photo album here.
So that will come up of James and Ronnie with their t-shirts on and my first Bitcoin house, which is really cool.
If you need a Christmas present, check out the My First Bitcoin t-shirts.
So we went to of course that was up in San Salvador. We also went to La Casa del Bitcoin's new office or new space, which was great, new co-working space. They had their pre-Christmas dinner or Christmas dinner drinks. So that was really lovely. We went and we caught up with some really cool people we haven't met before, people we have met before. There was a couple of really good connections there that we've made that's gonna hopefully help us and our understanding of Chivo
Yes.
a little bit better.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
Yes. Yeah, it was great. And then, of course, seeing all the beautiful lights coming back home. One thing for El Salvador, it's in New Zealand, of course, it's summertime now, so we have long days. So we're having, it's not really getting dark till about 10 o'clock at night. So seeing the Christmas lights, you have to wait up till quite late to actually get the benefits. Whereas here, every roundabout is being sponsored by somebody, some business, and it's all lit up, and it's absolutely incredible. Yep. Really incredible. Yeah. So I'm quite blown away by the amount of lights that are there.
Yeah, Christmas lights here are intense.
Yeah, so that was Wednesday.
Was that all it? So did we mention Casa del Bitcoin are at a new location?
Yeah, no, I didn't. But okay. Well, I did say the new office. So, but so Casa del Bitcoin are in the new location now. So just go. There are on Google Maps, so you can find them. Yeah. Yes.
So we're going to do a new video on that at some point because the old video is out of date now.
Yeah, and one good thing is it is a co-working space, but they've actually got other businesses coming in, which is great. So, but Refill are moving in with them as well as the other business, and I can't remember their name.
If you are visiting El Salvador and you want to go to a free co-working space, it is a great place to go, get some work done, and then do some networking with other Bitcoin businesses. Yeah.
Oh, really cool.
Thursday. So we actually did our first, other than one of my clients, we offered to install the EBOOK Mercado plugin for free, and we had our first person reach out. So if you've ever seen the Bukele 24 hats that are out there, we helped Sergio install on his website, which is really cool. So you can now buy the Bukele hats for Bitcoin Lightning.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And it took less than 20 minutes to get that done. It was really cool. Nicki also worked on the new logo. Nicki also worked on the Gerson video, which is really cool. Really excited for that one to come out. It's quite informative. So we set up our own little business here in El Salvador. We called it Uncommon Company, which is a bit of a play on words. Yeah. And we would like to we want to run some of the stuff that we're doing here through it. So such as the revenue from YouTube, and we're looking at putting any revenue that comes in from sponsorships and bits and pieces through there. So we have started working on updating the web page for that because we are putting the information for the plugin on there, which is really cool. Then Thursday night, you also mentioned Educate. Okay, and we also worked on our own El Salvador website, which you should check out because we're building that out. Then Thursday is Salsa night, so we went to Mashanti, we had an awesome dinner, and we discovered they are using a new point-of-sale Bitcoin system. So I can't remember who they had originally.
Well, they had Bitcoin. Oh, okay.
They had someone before Bitcoin Beach. I think they had Strike, and then they moved to Bitcoin Beach, and now they're on a new one. I think it was called OpenSea or something. No, not OpenSea. That's the NFT platform. Something weird like that. I took a photo, but yeah, they've changed. But they accept Bitcoin, which is the main thing. Yeah, I was learning stuff.
Yeah,
I actually, and I always like to talk to the staff about Bitcoin there because they have a lot of backpackers come through, so they have new people, and it's always an opportunity for me to educate somebody new.
Yeah. So then Friday, okay, so yoga again with the girls, working again on the YouTube video and other work. We also went to the gym, which was great. And then we found a lot of, as we mentioned before, actually, we found lots of insects this week. So you'll see some photos. So we had a scorpion, a really little baby scorpion. Seriously, it would have only been like a centimetre under our rug. So we found that. And so we captured that and took that outside.
A third of an inch for the imperial people.
Yes. So we've seen that. We've had the woodpeckers are amazing at the moment. We've got heaps of woodpeckers and they're loving the banana flowers, which we've got a photo here. They're also loving, I put out the tops of the papaya, so they're eating those. But yeah, they're really noisy. And then you found we've got a few geckos around and sort of baby iguanas, and they look like some form of baby lizard iguana that you found as well. So they're all cool little photos there, which is good. And that was pretty much, Friday, very, very relaxed sort of afternoon. I mean, it was just work stuff.
I think I still worked a lot.
I know we did work, but you know what I mean. We yeah.
Yep. No, it was good. Saturday. So Nicki is busy feeding the local animals. We don't have pets as such, but we do enjoy the wild animals. We actually came home. I don't know which day we came home, and there was one of the cats was busy enjoying our outdoor table.
Yes,
it was quite funny.
Yes.
So that's how we enjoy the local animals. It's cool. We went back up to Lago Ilapango on Saturday.
Yeah.
And we also went to, on the way, we stopped to pick up a few things. So we went to the dollar shop and they accepted Bitcoin.
They did.
Yeah, which was really cool.
But it was an issue.
There was an issue.
Yeah.
So they actually had the Chivo, they had a handheld point of sale system, which wasn't a problem, but they only really wanted to accept Bitcoin. No Lightning on it. And I was quite surprised, and we were in a rush, and I'm like, I don't have time to wait to see if this happens in time, and I wasn't using the right wallet to do an instant transaction on chain. So we flagged it and paid with cash.
Yeah.
Efectivo.
Yeah.
So anyway, we carried on. We went to the beach, had a great time. We had a picnic.
We went to the lake.
Yeah, really enjoyed that. And then on the way home, we stopped at San Martin for dinner, and we paid with Bitcoin there. And we actually pretty much had a really good Spanish lesson with the waitress.
Yeah.
I can't remember the word for waitress. Camarera?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Something like that. So that Saturday was we actually spent a lot of time in traffic. We had to drive past Ilapango and Soyapango, and there were accidents, and the traffic was crawling very slowly.
It was real slow.
Yeah, real shame, but
but once you get to the lake, you sort of like go, and it's like quite peaceful.
The recreational lake area up there is excellent. We highly recommend it if anybody's looking.
And see the banana.
Oh yeah,
see the banana.
Yes,
there was a banana. The first frozen banana we've had since we've been here.
That's cool. We had it up at the lake. We've made a video of that, and oh no, he teased us.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait for that video.
Yeah. Okay. Sunday. So we got up and we decided we hadn't caught up with the neighbours for a while, so we took our coffee across to the neighbours and we had a really nice catch up with them, and it was really lovely. So a slow morning, catching up with them, and just sort of talking about the challenges, I suppose, that we're all facing here at the moment. Okay, I shouldn't really say challenges, but things pop up from time to time when you're an expat, and I suppose especially at this time of year when it's Christmas time, and so we're not at home with our families and friends. We're here with new friends, but there's definitely a few maybe emotions running a little bit high, maybe for the females more so than the males, but that's
pretty easgoing.
That's that's just one of those. So, but it was really nice to sort of just be able to chat about that sort of stuff. We on Saturday when we were at the dollar store, we bought 3 containers because we've decided that we have lots of food scraps and we would really like to get a good worm farm going. So we got 3 containers to create and build a worm farm. So we've started that process, which is really cool. We just need some worms. So we've made the bins up all ready to go. We've put some scraps in, not a huge amount. So really looking at all we need really is a handful of worms, because I know the worms will multiply pretty quickly. Anyone who's got, a worm farm or worms, we would love a handful of worms. Yep.
It's a really weird request, but if you know anyone.
Just to get our compost working in our worm farm, it's great. And we spent a little bit of time working on Sunday as well, because of course it's
Monday for some of my clients. I've got a client that starts on Sunday, which
and we got invited to go to the Bitcoin landing spot for a pre-Christmas dinner, which was great. So I spent a little bit of time making a salad to take up there, and it was really lovely. So we went up to the Bitcoin landing spot, really nice. Matt and Gladys and Callie and Leon, their children. Elon. Sorry. Their children are here visiting for a few weeks, which is really cool. So we had a really lovely evening up there, and we've got photos of
that
food.
Cheese board right there. That cheese board.
Gladys's specialty. Absolutely amazing. And the other exciting thing that we did while we were up there, Hallie, their daughter, is making Bitcoin soaps. So you're able to buy these soaps with the Bitcoin logo in them, and they're selling them for sats. So that's really cool. So they are going to be at the Bitcoin Beach meetup this Friday.
Yes.
And so you will be able to buy some soaps there, which is really cool.
Yes. It's a good point.
Yeah.
Palo Verde, Friday evening, 5 o'clock.
Yep.
In El Zonte is the Bitcoin Beach meetup. Last one for the year.
Yeah.
I'm expecting that. I mean, they're always great meetups.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm expecting it to be no less than great.
Yeah, the last one for the year will be really good. And we just had a really lovely, I'll finish really lovely evening at the Bitcoin landing spot.
Yeah.
It's quite incredible. They are quite close to the roundabout where the immigration office is. And there's this amazing flag there.
Yeah.
Amazing flag. It's huge. And you can see that from their backyard. It's just incredible. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And of course, by the time we left, it's all lit up. I can't remember who's sponsoring it, but it's an amazing little roundabout park, it felt like.
Yeah.
So cool. That was really neat. So that was it. Was there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, there's one awesome thing. So my lightning tip that sort of happened, I'm going to throw it in now before we do the questions, it was actually about the Moon wallet. So MUUN. The Moon wallet is a self-custody wallet. And what's really special about this is they've actually made an update which allows you to set it to be a Lightning first wallet. Yes! This was a really big request for me. I'd messaged them and talked about it to many people, asking if, do other people think this is a good idea? Is there some way that we can make it happen? And they did it this week. And I'm just blown away because I'm so stoked. One of the reasons is because you can back up the keys yourself, and there's not a lot of wallets you can do that with. So if you want a really secure wallet for your Bitcoin and your Lightning, check out the Moon wallet. Yeah. I've been very quiet on that wallet because I felt it was Bitcoin first, and that was confusing people because I wanted Lightning first.
Yeah.
We're in El Salvador.
Absolutely. Sorry, I don't know what I've done to my thing for my questions.
Okay,
but that's okay. But
I've got them.
And I'm going to say our Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but our life in El Salvador. One thing that I really noticed this weekend, we use Google Maps as our main way of getting around El Salvador. The other night when we were driving back from Lago de Ilopango, what we did was we actually put a Waze on one of the phones. And we found that Waze was actually going to take us in a couple of different ways. We didn't end up going with Waze. We stayed with Google, but it would have saved us time.
Right.
Yeah, they know the shortcuts. I've decided.
You've decided?
Yep, so that's my point.
Okay.
Maybe look at downloading Waze. I'm not used to it. I don't really like it, but yeah.
All right. So anybody who's just joined us, please ask questions because we're about to go into that space now. You can ask questions in the comments. There's a live chat box.
Yeah.
So jump in there. Giosonda, good afternoon. How many departments of El Salvador have you visited, and which one have you liked the best, and why?
Oh, wow. Okay. So we have one.
Well, maybe 4 or 5,
2,
6,
3,
maybe out of the
5.
12
Yeah,
or 13.
I'm thinking about 6.
Yep.
To be okay, that's a really tough, a great question, but a really tough question. Where we live now, down in San Blas, is in La Libertad, is amazing because it feels kind of like a bubble. We've got a lot of Bitcoin friends, a lot of expats here. It's maybe feels a little bit more developed than a lot of the other areas. So that's really amazing. But we did go down to San Miguel and went down to Playa Las Flores, and that has got this really amazing, peaceful, sort of calm vibe about it that you don't. This is a bit more hustle bustle. Down there, it's a lot more calmer.
Yeah.
The beaches are beautiful. The water seems a little bit cleaner. So that was really stunning.
Yes.
So seriously,
it's hard.
It's really, really hard because then we also love Santiana. Not the city as such because we didn't go to the city, but going up to Finca Cambo Bayo, the hotel there, and Cotopeque, absolutely beautiful. But then Alapango is beautiful. So seriously, I'm really confusing you, I'm sure. It is. There are so many beautiful places. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. At this point, I'm still struggling.
Yeah. Nicki's, she's torn between all of them because they've all got pros and cons in terms of like the beach or the lake or historical things, and cooler because of the higher altitude or just the beauty of the little towns. And it's hard. I mean, we've been here for 10 months, coming up 11 months now. We can't really say we haven't got a favorite.
No.
Yeah.
It is really hard, but it's hard. Awesome question, and we're still searching for that place that we really connect with, and we feel is the place that we want to go and create something. Yeah, and this at the moment's amazing because we're surrounded by such like-minded people, and yep, and the beach is just here, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So, great question.
Great question. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to need to.
No, there's no more. That was only the one question, really, which is cool.
Yeah.
The something I'm going to point out or say is a massive thank you to everybody who put sats into our wallet last week. We actually had a really huge, uptick, and it's just lots of little payments. It's like 10 cents and 3 cents and 1 cent. But what happened was we actually used a tipping service, and we're big on promoting these services and testing these services. And one of them is Get Allbee. And after this, I will put it in the bottom so people can share it and use it. But it allows people to tip each other easily from their PC. So this video actually has a special lightning address in it, which Get Allbee picks up and allows people to easily tip us. And this QR code that you can see here is also a lightning QR code so people can tip. And we largely do it because we want to play. Well, I definitely do. I want to play with the technology, and I want to share it, and I want to show people how they can create a show or build a social profile and monetize themselves without needing to wait for people like YouTube or anybody else to tell them that it's okay. Because even us, we're suffering in terms of, I shouldn't say we're not really suffering, but Google have chosen to make it very difficult for us to approve our account here in El Salvador, which means that we're delayed in getting the revenue that we've earned. Now, I'm not complaining, but what's great about this is we get to experience what it's like for people who live here, who are trying to use the tools that people in the first world can use without any problems. And we're seeing the challenges and things like this, Bitcoin, all of this enables people to empower themselves without asking for permission from Twitter or YouTube or Facebook.
Absolutely.
James's long rant for the afternoon.
Yeah. And I was also going to say, last week after our live, we had a question on someone in Canada wanting to buy property here and bring money down. It is quite a hard task. We were at dinner last night and talking to people in regards to what they thought was the best way to bring their money. There are things like you could contact your lawyer here who's doing the purchase agreement. They may want to take a percentage, a fee.
Can I just put some context into this? So if you're trying to bring down $5,000 or $10,000 into across borders, it doesn't matter where you're going. Yeah. But if you're trying to take it across borders, it's not too difficult. No. But if you want to move like a house value of money, so you're starting to talk about $200,000, $500,000 or $1 million, that becomes quite difficult quite quickly, even if you're using Bitcoin.
Yeah. So the suggestion, because once you see, the thing is, you need a bank account here, and I know that Gladys is working with her, the banks that she's working with, just discuss that, people will be transferring money down, and it's showing the proof of sale and all these things. But one of the things, if you've just opened a bank account, normally you would need open for 6 months before they'll accept a wire transfer and let you take the money out straight away, or you've got to have your money sitting in the bank account for like 6 months. So it is quite an issue. It is something I'm still going to ask around and find out, and I've got someone I think who may be able to help a little bit better in regards to that too. So I will ask, and hopefully we'll get some more information on that.
So it's good.
Mm.
Because we're talking to as many people as we can to solve all these challenges for people shifting, setting up businesses, moving their lives. And we love to answer these questions and have the information for people and connect people.
Yeah. All right.
That's it. I mean, it's been 30 minutes. That's pretty much as long as we want to make these things. So thank you very much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Hopefully this information was useful. Yeah, absolutely. And please, ask any questions, throughout the week or whatever. Have a wonderful Christmas, because you won't see us until after Christmas, of course. We will be doing our show next Monday. We'll be here next Monday, so we will be doing our show next Monday. So Feliz Navidad. Yes. Enjoy the holidays. And have a great Christmas. Yeah. Stay safe out there. Yeah. And maybe give a little bit of Bitcoin as a Christmas present. Absolutely. Give the gift of education. Yes. Okay. All right. See you. Bye.